So it's a beautiful morning and heading out of West Haven. Clear skies, flat sea, a little bit of a breeze, so hopefully I can get a bit of a sail. And I think I'm going to head towards Waiheke for the moment and see where we go from there. So this is the beginning of my next trip out. And let's see where we end up. Some peace and quiet, the engine's off, and I'm standing in a shadow. And the reason being, I got the sails up and having a nice sail out of the harbour. The sparkling waters of the Waitemata Harbour, like diamonds. Now in the distance is the city, leaving it behind. It was a bit tricky to get out of today. It was, started off with a southerly and then the wind went forward. We went sideways and then forward and then southerly and then, it was all over the place, shifty airs. One stage I was sailing, I had the wind on the nose heading out the city and then the wind on the nose almost heading back into the city. It was a bit odd. So midweek cruising, not too shabby. Coming up on my starboard is Browns Island. Very pretty sight, very lush, very green. This is a lighthouse off the end of Browns Island, and I was hoping to pinch up high enough with the wind being on the nose, trying to get around it. There's some very shallow and some nasty piece of rock on the inside, so no, alas, I had to throw in a couple of tacks, and that was okay. It was pretty cruisy. And then the wind died and I parked up. I still haven't turned the engine on. Gotta save that fuel. Wind power only today. So I'm sitting here waiting for the breeze to fill in. And it's coming in behind me slowly, but I must admit it's very peaceful, and believe it or not, it's actually really warm, hence the sunnies and this big hat, which is the first time I've worn this since last summer. So we're certainly heading in the right direction, not with a boat, but with summer coming at least anyway. One of those days when you think it's quicker by ferry. Smelly, horrible, noisy things. Much but rather be where I am now. Well, good morning. I'm anchored in Putiki Bay. I motored in here last night, and I've got to stop saying It's a pretty bay. This is where the this is where the car ferry comes into Waiheke. So I have Kennedy Point just behind me. So at the moment I'm eating my breakfast. Another one pot wonder. This time it's porridge with a bit of banana and some dates thrown in. Now I'm going to go ashore. It's just gone high tide, so I'll probably be on the island for about 3 or 4 hours. Nice big walk. I'm looking forward to that. Stretch the legs. It's a fine day. It's very still. No wind. Probably already said that. Now in the distance behind, you might not be able to see it actually, but there is a ferry coming in. One of those big red ones that we saw yesterday that have the cars and trucks on. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my breakfast and have another cup of tea and then look at going ashore.